So this is my application where this is the home page, and basically it's been deployed using Azure, and I'm going to show a demonstration of it. So firstly, there's only one user right now currently, and I've registered this person because my backend is using a paid service for API calls. So if I have just log in now, which the backend takes two fields, and I click sign in, they will do the authentication using JWT tokens. So we go click sign in, and this token will be saved in our Windows session storage. So if they go to refresh it, so I go click refresh, it's still the same, it stays here. So firstly, this application helps people create Anki decks easier, just flashcard generation. And the cool thing about this unique thing is that they can upload audio file lectures, or if they're learning a new language, they can get also transcribed and also translated if they need it. But here we will go, let's see, upload a short audio clip. Okay, and so here we go. So this is the transcribed from the audio. I'm using OpenAI's Whisper. It's very a much better model than Google's Translate, so this is very good. So now from here onwards, this field here, this component ID second, so these two make up the primary key, make a composite key, and to make each card unique. So basically ID is just basically the deck number, and ID is second is the card number in that deck. So if we go to start this with, say, deck 2, okay, and we'll start with 0, okay, so now users can just copy and paste this, and then they would use Google Translate this here. So we'll put that as our back of the card. This is the front of the card, and we go add. We press add. By pressing this will send a API call to our backend, and that will just check our database and see if there's any card with the ID in primary key 20. And if it is existing already in the database, then this will not go through. So we press it, add, and it's fine. So it doesn't exist here. And we then can edit it, change it accordingly how we will need. So say add our own notes here, whatever. And we can also adjust this text area here accordingly, whichever way you need. And we can just go save, okay. And let's say, and now that that's added a new card, so the assumption, the feature is that the person won't send a deck until they're finished up all their notes from this video or the lecture recording, whatever, but only the deck card will change. So this is incremented by 1. So now let's add another one here. So let's just call test. Now we can go add that, and we can also delete it. Now deleting will just take it off there. None of these will delete or edit will affect the database. Now say we'll send this another card. Let's send it to center. Okay, add that. Now we add that. Now by pressing send data, this will send this to the actual database, and this will send a post request. Okay, and that will send it to the SQL server. And so we just go send, and it's done. Okay, and so now if we go look at fetch all decks, okay, this will get a get request to all the cards, to the endpoint there. And so here we are. These are the ones here I've added previously. And this table view table component here uses Material UI interface. So we can check for all the cards, and we can scroll and not just limit it to just pages there. So Now, if we only want to look at page 2, we can go to, and this is another post, get, and that will send off the ID 2. So we will press that, and so yeah, as we expect, deck 2 and the cards there. And they can study from that, from here, from this platform, or they can just upload it to Anki as well. Now, say we want to delete deck 2 for this user, so we just type 2, and this will send it to the delete endpoint. So we send that, and now as we go fetch the deck or decks and refresh it, now we don't have. Let's just refresh that again. Sorry, and yeah, no more decks, no more 2s there. Now they can also export this as the main feature. So exporting it to, say files here, save that there. Okay, and now that should open up in, as a CSV file, and then they can import that into Anki. Okay, and yeah, all there. Okay, so now finally, this here, they can log out. And by pressing that will clear the session storage, and that will lead them back to the login page. Yeah, that is my application. Thank you so much for listening.